Welcome back to the Game Smash Podcast. Now, as always, I'm your host, William Liberty, and with me is...
Was Muhammad Yusuf.
And today, we got lots of stuff. We've got Mirror's Edge 2 delayed. We've got Tetsuyo Minami stepping down as president of Platinum Games. We've got Rocket League basketball. We've got Elder Scrolls Legends, God Eater 2 and God Eater Resurrection. New operators for Rainbow Six Siege, and Zelda Wii U delayed to 2017, also coming to the NX. So let's talk about what we played this week. So the Whispers of the Old Gods came out.
Hey!
So now this was the crazy thing. So I was like, you know what? I'll drop some money. I'm gonna buy 15 packs, right?
Oh my god.
So I buy the 15 packs. And I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. And then you get the three free packs when you just boot up the game. But they were really pushing standard because I immediately spent the next couple hours playing standard because they said, oh, if you play 3 games of standard, we'll give you 5
packs.
5 packs. And then after that, I got another quest where it's like, if you play 7 games of standard and win, we'll give you another 5 packs. Yeah. And I ended up earning like enough gold to buy some more. So at the end of the day, I ended up getting like at least 30 packs of the new set. So I was actually really, really happy. So I got a ton of new cards. And I'm actually relatively enjoying the new set. I'm also enjoying standard as well, which I didn't think I was going to.
Yeah.
But I actually do really like it because as it is, it's that a lot of the older cards that make me sigh every time I see them.
Boom, baby, boom.
Yep, Dr. Boom. You don't see them anymore. So it's actually really, really awesome to play and have now I have to start worrying about new bullshit that's gonna start popping up in standard. Cthulhu. Yeah, definitely. Cthulhu seems to be pretty much like every other game you're gonna be fighting against Cthulhu. Totem, like you know how we were talking about the Totem Shaman decks?
Yeah.
Those are pretty deadly. Especially with that one card you were talking about, the one that you can drop for like 0.
Yeah.
But the deck that I saw that I played against, and this was just one game, but it was so ridiculous. There's this new card called Shadow Master for Rogues, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what it does is that it's a relatively like cheap drop. It's like a 2 for like a 2/2, but it has a battle cry effect in which you select a card on the field that you own and put a copy of it in your hand, and it basically put a 1/1 copy of it in your hand.
Okay.
And he had the card that doubles the battle cries. So what he was doing was he was doubling his battle cry card, and then he was also doubling the card that allows you to double other cards. And then he started playing, I forget the name of the card, but it's the card that it's the 5/5, then when you drop it, all your cards get decreased in your hand, get decreased by 1.
Oh, Thorazin.
Yeah. So then he played that, and he started copying that card, and then he would copy his copier, and then he would play another one of those, and then he'd play another one of those, and copy that copy, and it was just like this endless cycle, but it was only like 1/1s, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, this is easy, I can kill them and move on, and I'm at the point where I'm about to beat him, I'm like, what is his strategy? I don't understand what this is doing, but it's probably doing something terrifying. And then I finally realized what he was planning all along. He played, I think, Malaganos, the one that's the +6 spell damage or something ridiculous.
Yeah, +5.
+5. So he played that for 1 mana because he held it in his hand for like the entire time. And then he did the copy, right?
Yeah.
And then he did that twice. So then he played 3 Malaganos on the field. And then he just eviscerated me to death at like full HP.
That sounds very gimmicky.
A very gimmicky deck, but I was kind of like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's one of those games where you're like, oh well.
The only other thing I'll say is just really enjoying the new cards. I really hope I get Yogg
Really?
I really do, because Yogg is such a stupid card, and I love it.
It's such a stupid
It's
card.
so stupid, but I want it. I want it so bad.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure.
You play it once, get pyroblasted in the face 3 times, and be like, this card is garbage.
I know it's garbage. Listen, Fawaz, this is a card you don't play it for the win. You play it for the impending chaos.
Let me see. There was one dude, he was like, Reynard, I think it was Reynard that said it. He was like, it comes a moment in every player's life where they have to make the decision. Do you go for the glory or do you go for the story? And then he plays Yogg Saron, and sure enough.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much what I've been playing this week. What about you, Fawaz?
Yeah, well, pretty much the same. I Whispers of the Old God came out on Tuesday, and I gave it a go. It's not bad. I can't lie. I'm kind of sad because I'm a handlock player, right? Handlock's my favorite deck in the game.
Okay.
And it's just not the same anymore. Molten Giants got nerfed. They got their price increased from 20 to 25.
Yeah.
So I'd have to be at 5 health to play them for 0. Sludge Belichick got removed from the meta. Healbot got removed from the meta. Dark Bomb and Dr. Boom all got removed. So so Handlock's in a weird spot because the old Handlock deck ran Leroy, Power Overwhelming, Faceless Manipulator for a 20 damage OTK.
Yeah.
But that doesn't work anymore because Leroy got nerfed. Then they transitioned to Demons, but Demons don't work because they've been phased out of the meta. So I don't know. I'm not sure what a lot of the new cards just don't seem like they benefit Handlock very, very much. So I don't know, man. If I can't play Handlock, I don't know if I'm.
You wouldn't even experiment with it, because that's the thing that I always do. It's like oh, I'm not having so much luck with my Paladin deck. I'm gonna try a completely different strategy.
I made a Cthulhu Druid deck, but like you said, everyone's playing Cthulhu. Everyone's playing Cthulhu Druid. For that matter, so it's like every other. I'm
playing actually Cthulhu Warrior, but.
Oh well, everyone's playing Cthulhu at the end of the day.
Yeah, but at the end of the day.
So it's like, I don't know. Like I played the Cthulhu Druid for a little while, and I won. I think I won all my games actually with the deck. It seems like a solid deck, but I want to play Giants, man. I want to play Giants, and they nerfed my Giants, so I don't know. We'll see though. I'll play it patient. I'll see what other decks. Shaman's supposed to be really good now, but I don't know. I don't know if I still care anymore about Shaman. We'll see. We'll see if a new deck comes on that really a new Shaman deck comes out that really catches my eye. But all the new ones I've seen, I just look at it and I'm like, I've done this, been there, done that for like a year and a half. I have my golden Shaman, so I don't know.
It's time to mix it up, Fawaz. You gotta mix it up. Try some new decks.
A lot of the decks that I used to mix it up with don't exist anymore. So,
well, at least it's not like where now I'm like, I had a very underpowered rogue deck, and then the Blade Fury got nerfed.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on Blade
Fury. God.
The other thing I played this week was Bloodborne. I finally made it to the last dungeon. I've got one boss left, and then the next floor is Yarnum. Temerian Queen. So by this time next week, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. The boss I'm on right now is really hard. So but yeah, if once I beat that boss, it's just I'm pretty much there. I'll have my platinum. Then I gotta finish the DLC to get my 100%. We'll see if I care enough to do that. Probably not.
Fair enough. Good luck to you.
but yeah, that's that. Those are the two things I've been playing.
All right. Ready to get some...
Oh, sorry. One last thing I played it for the Neo demo came out as well on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I downloaded it. I started playing it. Don't worry, this won't take very long. I started playing it. It's Dark Souls. It's Dark Souls at the very least, the first 10 minutes are Dark Souls. You show up on this beach, no real explanation. and then you start walking around. So anyway, I'm walking through and I see a bunch of graves, the equivalent of graves in this game. And I'm like, holy shit, how did all these people die so early? Bunch of fucking scrubs. And I walk up to the first person, I kill him. I'm like, seriously, man, like, how are all these people dying? Walk up to the second person, kill him. Third person hits me once, I die. I am like, screw that shit. Shut the game down, haven't touched this since. One touch kills, I don't co-sign that shit, man. I played a dungeon in Bloodborne where my health was halved, and I didn't get killed in one touch.
Oh, that's amazing.
I was like, look out of here. Seriously, you got me messed up. I am not the one to be running around dying in one touch. So yeah.
Like, are you sure it was just one touch? Like, are you showing like every enemy in the game is one touch, or is it like just that enemy in particular?
Maybe not. Maybe it was just that one particular.
Because I really doubt every enemy.
I doubt every enemy is one touch. But anyway, my friend messages me about the game as well, and I see him playing. I message him. I'm like, "How are you enjoying it?" He's like, "Man, screw that game," and I'm like, "Ha ha." Someone got touched once and died too. So yeah, man. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe down the line it gets better. I don't care enough to find out. Like I said, the game is too similar to Dark Souls for my liking. I've got Bloodborne. I've got Dark Souls 3. I don't really. And this is exactly what I said when the game was first announced. That I was hoping that they got inspired by Dark Souls, but it really does feel like they just tried to make another Dark Souls. They were like, "Oh, people like Dark Souls. All right, let's make a Dark Souls." Now, like I said, I played the game for less than 5 minutes, so maybe there's probably more to it than that.
I might actually think about trying to download it and maybe.
Hurry up before May 5th, though. The demo is only out till May 5th.
Till May 5th? All right, I'll try and get my hands on it. All right, so let's get into some news. So we got PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold. You want to take it away for us?
Yeah, so PlayStation Plus this month we get Bionic Commander Rearmed 2 for PS3, Loco Roco Coco Reco, try saying that 5 times fast for the PS3, God of War Ghost of Sparta and Switch Galaxy Ultra for the PS Vita, Switch Galaxy Ultra, Tabletop Racing World Tour, and Tropical 5 for the PS4. So overall, it's an okay month. Tropical 5, I might check it out. It looks kind of interesting. I like those kind of games. I'll do some more research into it, and maybe it'll be something I like. But overall, that's pretty much the only thing. Maybe I might consider picking up the Ghost of Sparta if I knew where my PS Vita was. But I don't.
What is this Vita?
Yeah, I know. Right? What is this Vita thing you speak of? Now, the Xbox Games with Gold, it doesn't get much better, people. They get... one second. Oh, yeah. Defense Grid 2 for the Xbox One, and Defense Grid and Costume Quest 2 for the Xbox One, and then they get Grid 2 and Peggle for the Xbox 360 and Xbox Arcade. So overall, it's a pretty mediocre month for both companies.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just sort of kind of games.
Yeah, it's funny. The comment section for the Games with Gold was like, they have been doing so well. I guess they were due for a bad month. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that.
Yeah.
What about you, Tanner?
Not much either. Just sort of both ones. Like honestly, there's I'm not even jealous of any of the games with Gold. Like there's no games on either of these lists that I'm even remotely interested in picking up. But let's talk about some cooler stuff. We've got not so cooler stuff. Now I think about it. Why am I excited for this, Fawaz? I'm just so excited. You know what? In some ways, it is kind of good news. Mirror's Edge got delayed to June 7th, and the reason why that can be sort of good is that it means one less game in May.
Yeah, you know, it's funny. I was gonna say this live podcast, but I guess I didn't really find the time to say it. I was gonna say that I wish this game would get pushed to June. That was exactly what I wanted to say last podcast. I was like, I wish this game would get pushed to June. And right as we finished recording the podcast, I looked and it's like Mirror's Edge got delayed till June 7th. Now the reason why I say Tanner's already gone over the reasoning behind why we think this is a good thing. I feel like Mirror's Edge was going to get slaughtered in May. I feel like it was the game that was going to suffer the most for being released in May. Doom is Doom. You know, Doom is Doom, so it was probably going to sell well, even though it's been getting some negative publicity. Even though the beta wasn't received as well as Bethesda would have liked. Doom is still Doom. Battleborn comes out early in the month. Overwatch is
What?
first. Overwatch is this game was coming out the same day as Overwatch. It was going to get murdered. Oh my god! Like you're talking about the first new IP from Blizzard in almost 20 years, and then a sequel to a cult classic.
Yeah.
In a genre that, I mean, this is also like Overwatch is the first person shooter. This is a very, very niche title. It was going to get murdered. Yeah. Probably. I might be wrong. But yeah, moving to June, I think definitely helps the game out. There aren't as many. It's not. I mean, like June 7th was coming out. June 7th, Guilty Gear Xrd Revelator. That's like that's as niche as a title gets. It's a Japanese fighting game. Like that's that. It doesn't get more niche than that. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy for them, and this probably increases the odds because I was not going to buy this game in May. There was no chance of that happening. Now in June, I can see myself maybe not when it launches June 7th, but maybe a little later in the month. Because other than Mirror's Edge and Guilty Gear, and I've already bought Guilty Gear, so other than Mirror's Edge, I can't think of anything else that's coming out in May. You know, May is usually E3 month. Oh yeah, I forgot. Uncharted is coming out. Sorry. I can't think of anything else that's coming out in June besides Mirror's Edge. So, I think this is really good.
Yeah, overall, like I think this is overall going to be pretty good for Mirror's Edge.
Yeah, it's funny. The director comes out and he says some shit about how, we're delaying it so that we have more time to make the perfect game. And then the first comment is like more like we are launching the game the same month Uncharted and Doom. Jeez, let's delay, guys.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Like those are like powerhouses compared to Mirror's Edge, like, you know. Yeah, it's like don't put the odds against you. So this was actually a smart decision. So I'm glad that they did this.
So hats off to them, and let's see how that plays out. Yeah. Moving on from one, slightly positive note to a less positive note, the president of Platinum Games recently stepped down. You want to take it away, Tanner?
Well, it's just he sort of stepped down. I think he got replaced by one of the executive producers of Platinum Games.
Yeah, Kenichi Sato.
Yeah.
Name, but hey.
It kind of sucks. Shame to see him go. I hope that this doesn't affect, the quality of their further games. I don't think it will.
I don't think it will. One thing that I'm wondering though is whether this will affect their relationship with Nintendo, because right now they seem to have a really good relationship with Nintendo. They released Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta 2 exclusively for the console, and then they also developed Star Fox Zero for the Wii U. Yeah. So there's no precedence to think that it will, but when Itagaki left Team Ninja stopped making exclusive games for the Xbox. Team Ninja had a very, very good relationship with the Xbox until Itagaki left. So it is a possibility, but there is no reason to think that it will. But
that's very interesting.
Sorry?
Yeah. No, I'm agreeing with you. That's very interesting.
Yeah, it is really surprising. I don't understand what made him step down. I mean, Star Fox Zero is getting a very, very it's getting a mixed reception right now. A lot of it's getting like 6s and 7s, so it's not doing as well as I genuinely thought it'd be doing better review wise, and it's not doing as well as I thought it would.
Yeah, I was a little bit disappointed to hear.
So I don't know if that plays a part in it. He hasn't said anything. Maybe he's just fatigued. Maybe he's just like he wants to try something different with his life. I kept searching and I can't find any statement from him in regards to why he stepped down. But yeah, I wish him all the best. Here's the funny thing. I was talking about how I love Platinum games, right? There's literally only one Platinum game that I've ever bought.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't buy Anarchy Reigns. I didn't buy Mad World. I couldn't buy Bayonetta 2. And I didn't really like Metal Gear Rising. Revengeance, yeah. So yeah, I have this deep-seated love for Platinum games. And it's based literally off one game, Bayonetta. That's it. So it was weird. It was just a couple of days ago a while ago, I thought about it. I was like, man, I love me some Platinum games. And I looked at their list of games, and I was like, well, there you go.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting because I feel like Platinum, they're really good at making the character action game. Like I feel like that's where their bread and butter is, at least for the most part. So it's like they're really good at making that type of game. So when you can get your hands on that type of game, it's pretty good. Like I said, I think Bayonetta is a really good character action game. It's a lot of fun. It's really ridiculous and stupid, but it's a lot of fun. And like Bayonetta 2 is also really, really good in its own way. But yeah, they are very like I go to them for a very particular type of experience. So.
Yeah.
Because they're really good at making that particular type of experience. I would be a little bit concerned if it's like, Platinum Games announces their first, like, RTS or something like that. I'd be like, you sure you guys want to do that?
This is true. Most of the times that they've misstepped, it's been because they made a game that wasn't a character action game. Like Star Fox Zero.
Yeah.
That isn't getting the warmest reception right now. So yeah, you do have a very good point there.
Yeah.
I mean, Anarchy Reigns was not received very well. The game looked like shit.
Well, that game looked really rough.
Yeah, so let's call it spade a spade. Anarchy Reigns, Marvel World was okay. But yeah, you are completely right, which is one of the reasons why I'm so excited for Nier. There we go, Nier
Automata, yeah.
Yeah, Nier Automata. But yeah, all the best to the director of Platinum Games. What is his name?
His name. I just said it. Tatsuya Minami.
Oh.
I said it at the beginning of the article, Fawaz. Did you not?
Well, I'm sorry, Tanner. I don't listen to anything.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just here for a background ambiance. This is just the solo Fawaz podcast.
This is the Fawaz podcast. This is the Fawaz. I'm glad we've established this.
I have the ability to mute you. Just bear that in mind.
I was just about to say, let's ignore the fact that you're the one who edits this. So
I'm the one with the recording equipment. I have all the power.
But
let's move on to our next article. Rocket League basketball.
Yeah, like this game. Like, let me just take a step back, and this game was one of the biggest success stories of last year. Yeah. I don't think a lot of us appreciate how popular this game was. Yeah. I checked digital sales in February because I wanted to see how poorly Street Fighter V did. There's your, Street Fighter V dig of the podcast. And Rocket League was still in the top 20. Almost a year later. Keep in mind, this is on the PlayStation, a console that Rocket League was free on.
Yeah.
This game has been so successful.
I feel like it's such a successful game, but personally, I feel like having the game come out free for that month really helped getting it helped it out a lot because a lot of people finally got to get their hands on it, and then just word of mouth went like, dude, you got to get Rocket League, man. This game's awesome. Yeah. And I feel like that
streams.
Yes.
I said streams.
Oh, okay, yeah, and the streams, yeah. Obviously, you just got a lot of good publicity.
Yeah.
And it's overall just a really fun, simple game, and and obviously they've been doing gangbusters with the free updates.
Yeah.
So giving the people the initiative to want to come back, and this is another great free update.
Yeah, basketball. So to go off what you were saying, I'm probably gonna give this game. I'm probably gonna give it a shot when the basketball update comes out. Boot the game back up. Like honestly, I enjoyed the game. The reason why I stopped playing, because none of my friends were about that life. Nobody on my friends list was built. I was trying to play it, and everybody was
playing
something else. So eventually, you just get tired of playing solo, and then I just stopped playing. But I enjoyed the game. It's there's a surprising amount of depth to it, which I was trying to unlock. And hey, maybe I'll give the basketball. I've always been more of a basketball guy than a soccer guy, anyway. So hey, maybe this will basketball update will help.
Yeah, like I think this will be interesting because the dynamic will be a lot more hitting the ball in the air for sure. So this will help practice. If you're bad at doing that, this is probably a good mode to get some practice because now Now you can't just push the ball into the net.
No, you can't.
All
But
right.
yeah, hats off to Psyonix for the continued support.
Mm-hmm.
They've done DLC the right way. They
Yep.
this update is completely free, but then at the same time they're releasing cosmetic stuff. So
Mm-hmm.
like flags of your favorite basketball team and yeah, flags of your favorite basketball team. So yeah, props to them
Yep.
for keeping up the good work,
Yeah.
and more power to you.
Yeah. I'm interested to see. So they've done soccer, they've done hockey in Rocket League, they've done basketball. What's next? What's next?
Yeah. What's next? Yeah. They've done hockey. Maybe football. Maybe we'll get some American
Oh
football.
God, that would be a fucking clusterfuck.
Yeah, it really would. It really
All
would.
right, let's talk about the next piece of news. The Elder Scrolls Legends. So we know that there's a beta on the way, and we got some new gameplay footage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there are a lot of similarities with Hearthstone. Gonna just put that out there.
Yeah.
Like the two that made me go wow. Was one the magic system, where it's like you get one piece of magicka every turn, and I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah, like it's funny that you mentioned that because as I started watching the trailer, it
Mhm.
pretty much that's how it went. They were like, okay, you start your turn with 3 cards. I'm like, okay, this is already seeming very Hearthstone. Then they
Mhm.
were like, your mana increases by 1 every single turn. But to their credit, that was literally where the similarities come.
Yeah, like
Um,
the
they've got separate lanes.
yes.
They didn't go into too much detail about what effect each lane has,
Mhm.
but they were like that each lane. There are reasons to put cards in one lane versus another.
Mhm.
Your creatures can only attack the creatures that are in their lane, and yeah, you can attack your opponent's life points directly
Mhm.
whenever you take damage to a certain point, a rune breaks, and then
Mhm.
that rune, you get to draw an extra card.
Mhm.
So that's sort of like a comeback mechanic, I guess.
Yeah.
And there was something that they mentioned in the trailer that they didn't go into too much detail about,
Mhm.
but I'm interested to see because they mentioned something about how the more playing with your cards makes them stronger. Now, I can't remember his exact wording, but his wording can be interpreted in might be just he was just trying to be dramatic,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
make your cards more powerful. But that is something that if that's it could also mean that your cards actually level up. I hope they don't go that route because that'd be like a pain in the ass. They also
Yeah, it'd be hard to balance too.
yeah, that'll be a pain in the ass to balance. A couple other things. They've got 3 classes: Crusader, Warrior, and Archer.
Mhm.
At least 3 classes for now.
Yeah.
We'll see if they expand on that. They've also got, in terms of modes, they've got story, practice versus battle, and they've got arena too. So hey,
Mhm.
taking another. But hey, like I mean, if you're going to steal the good ideas,
Yeah,
right? Because
exactly, right?
arena was a very good idea. A
Mhm.
very, very good idea. Beta signups have started, so any of you listeners should give this definitely give this a try. I hope this
Mhm.
comes to consoles. If this comes to consoles, 100%, I'm getting
Mhm.
into it. Like I actually love collectible card games. I wasn't sure. Okay, maybe it's just Hearthstone, but then I thought about it. I was like, no, I loved Yu-Gi-Oh. Heck,
Mhm.
I played the Pokemon card game, and the Pokemon card game was garbage. I played the Pokemon card game. I loved Yu-Gi-Oh. I
Mhm.
loved Magic,
Yep.
and I love Hearthstone. So if this comes to consoles, I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah.
If it's on PC, I don't really see myself playing it just because.
Honestly, I'm thinking that they'll probably do the Hearthstone thing, and this will come out as an app. Like this, I'm pretty sure like they're gonna do something similar.
Yeah.
So I don't think you'll be completely out in that regard. Like I have a feeling you'll be able to play it somehow. Um, I don't know because it's like it's weird because I enjoy playing card games on my tablet or on my laptop. I don't
Yeah.
know as much for the console, but I could see it still working. It's just weird because you're it's the cursor thing. You know what I mean? They'd have to
Yeah.
design it in with obviously controllers in mind. So it'd be.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Magic the Gathering did it for like 4 or 5
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
and Duels of the Planeswalker was very successful until they decided to. Anyway, the
Yeah.
less said about that, the better. But yeah, man, honestly, it looks pretty cool. It looks cool. I completely forgot this game existed. To be completely honest, because we hadn't heard anything
Well,
about it.
yeah, no, I knew it existed. It's just they were really quiet about it for a
We were
while.
really quiet about it for a while, but overall it looks cool. I like the interface. I really like the interface, to be completely honest. Even it's funny. That's one thing I didn't like about Hearthstone. That's one thing that made me not even want to get into Hearthstone was that it looked like a you know the Mugen game is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a Mugen game because a lot of because for example, some like there was inconsistency in the card art. Like some cards have a very very I mean, first of all, some cards have different art styles, right? Like some are drawn in one way, some are drawn in another way, and then some cards have a more serious art style, like Deathwing, for example. Whereas like some cards have more goofy art style, like Mad Bomba. So there was that inconsistency. It made it look like a Mugen game, like a game that was made with a mishmash. Like they took art, they took art from different areas, and there was no concerted efforts to make consistency, right?
Yeah.
So that was one reason why. Honestly, that was one reason why I didn't bother with Hearthstone when it got announced. If it wasn't for J Streets constantly bothering me about it, I probably would have not gotten into Hearthstone. To go off of that, this game looks really cool. I love the art style. I like the fact that they're taking the Hearthstone method of mana accumulating every turn, because then you don't have to deal with the bullshit from Magic where you either get mana flooded or mana starved.
Yeah.
Just,
like that was always a problem I had with Magic, because you'd be like, well, I drew another creature. I've got 0 land.
Yeah.
GG.
So this I mean, sure, like that situation will. I mean, even in Hearthstone, you have that situation where you draw Dr. Boom, Ragnaros, and Tyrion in your opening hand, and then you sit there for like 4 turns with nothing to do. But this makes things better, I think. Anyway, it happens less in a situation. You can build your deck in such a way that it happens less with a game like this than with a game like Magic. So hats off to them, and looking forward to seeing more. Of the game.
Yeah, pretty interested. We'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah.
Next on our list, we got God Eater 2 and God Eater Resurrection. I didn't really know that much about this game, Fawaz. Can you enlighten me?
Oh, you've never heard of God Eater?
I've never actually heard of God Eater.
Wow.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. So it's another because it's fun. People, calm down, Fawaz. People used to joke a lot that because Sony lost Monster Hunter for the Vita, they had been trying to get a replacement. And then you look at Tokiden, you look at Soul Eater, and you look at God Eater, and these 3 games are what people referenced in regards to Sony constantly looking for a game to replace Monster Hunter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so God Eater is a Monster Hunter-esque game. I think it was originally released for the Vita, and then it got ported to the PS4. Now we've got God Eater 2 and God Eater Resurrection coming for the PS4 and the Vita. They got a European release date of August 30th, and for both of them are coming out on August 30th in Europe. However, in North America, God Eater 2 is coming on August 30th, whereas God Eater Resurrection is coming out on June 28th. Don't ask me why. In North America, if you buy the day 1 edition of God Eater 2, you receive a free digital copy of God Eater Resurrection. Oh shit, that's pretty cool.
It's actually, that was what I was going to comment on. It's a pretty cool way to, like, hey, if you didn't get to play this game, you get to play both of them now.
Yeah, and then in Europe, all copies of God Eater 2 will include a free digital copy of God Eater Resurrection. And let me see, any other bonuses? As a product bonus, Bandai Namco is offering a crossover DLCs featuring costumes from the Tales franchise, Sword Art Online, and Tokyo Ghoul. All the updates released in Japan will also be included from day 1 in the Western version of the game. And so it's cool stuff. It's got the art style is interesting. It's kind of unique. I don't want to say it's steampunk-ish, but the characters wear more modern costumes. They don't wear the bulky ass armors of the Tokiden franchises or the creepy, disgusting armors of the Soul Eater franchise. So,
honestly, like it does look very anime, like, but not like too crazy. Like this is obviously not Tokyo Mirage or anything like that.
I only counted a few belt buckles.
Yeah. Our belt buckle is really low, so I think we're okay. But like, I mean, like, I always find it funny. This is a Japanese thing that I love. I always love seeing like tiny people or tiny characters wielding the most ridiculously large weapons imaginable. Like that one 16-year-old with the great sword was making me laugh really hard. I was like, oh, that's so great. I love it.
It's so anime, man. I don't. But yeah,
I'm interested. I am interested. Maybe I'll think about. Maybe I'll think about looking into this game a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe check out the demo. There might be demos online. I don't remember. But yeah, it's something to keep an eye out for all you Monster Hunter lovers that don't own Nintendo consoles. And,
yeah, pretty much. Yeah, something to add to your library. Next on our list, we've got new operators for Rainbow Six Siege. We've got Valkyrie and Blackbeard, and they are part of the Navy SEALs counterterrorism unit. And both of these operators are actually super interesting, but I'm particularly more interested in Valkyrie because cameras in Rainbow Six Siege, that's what it's all about. Like, it's so useful to have camera control on a map because it allows you to because it's a very tactical game, right? Yeah. So being able to know where the enemy is at all times allows you to get the jump on them and obviously get the kill, right?
Yeah.
So it's the difference. A team that has good camera control against a team who doesn't, the team with the camera control will always win. Like almost all the time. That's why it's like, I'm always like, all right, I'm on cameras and I try and mark the opponents and try and talk to the team. So, but what happens is most people, they know where the cameras are. Because when you're playing as a defender, the cameras are always in the same spots, right?
Yeah.
So you just go up, you shoot the cameras, and then defenders are screwed, right?
Yeah.
And the only other way to use cameras is with the little drones. Well, the drones are pretty easy to spot, and now people know where all the hiding places are. So this adds a new layer of like, okay, now I've got to start really looking for other cameras now. It depends on how concealed you can make these cameras. Like I'm worried that like you shoot it onto the wall and it's way too obvious. But I am really interested. I think it's going to be a very interesting dynamic. And then, sorry, keep going.
Yeah, and just for the sake of the listeners, Valkyrie, they released some details about the characters. Valkyrie is a defender with a SPAS 12 shotgun and sticky cameras that can be deployed on any surface and accessed by any teammate, whereas Blackbeard is an attacker with a shield-mounted weapon and a Desert Eagle firearm. So, just some quick info about them. They're both launching on May 9th for Season Pass owners. No word on when, the rest of us who don't have trust fund accounts will be able to access them. But yeah, that's cool stuff. I like the fact that they're constantly supporting the game. Slowly releasing more content. And
I'm really excited for Japan. I know the Japan operators are coming, and I'm really excited to see what they're gonna be.
Like, you're sure they're coming, or
no? Like they flat out they've posted like, okay, it's gonna be. I think there's gonna be one other set of operators after this one. Like, I think it might be a European-based one, and then it's gonna be Japan. Like, Japan is last.
Oh shit! I'm really curious to see what they do. Because when you think of Japan, you think of samurais and shit like that. Yeah. You don't think of counter-terrorist units. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle the Japanese operators. Watch them give us a Japanese operator who just has like a samurai sword.
Yeah, like I was talking to a bunch of people online, and they're just like, okay, ninjas. It's gonna be ninjas.
But yeah, I'm actually really because I'm trying to think about it now, and yeah, when I think of Japanese military, I don't think of anything modern. Just goes to show you.
It's like I've only really seen a couple of Japanese movies that like at least show a Japanese military because it's weird because I think technically guns are supposed to be outlawed in Japan, except for like obviously officials. So it's kind of like this weird like it will be interesting to see what they get for sure.
I can't wait.
I can't wait.
Hey, you know what? You know something I can wait for?
Okay.
Zelda Wii U, because
Wii U.
it's been pushed to 2017. How'd you like that?
Yeah, all right, okay. Let's get the good news. Let's get the good news with this article that we got. Okay, so the first good news is in the article they've confirmed that this E3 is going to be Zelda Wii U based. It's going to be the focus will be Zelda Wii U.
Okay. I missed that part.
Yeah, it's going to be playable, and it's going to be the focus. Like, pretty much Nintendo's going to put most of their effort into giving information about this game. So, that makes me excited, because I was pretty confident that they were going to do this, but it's nice to get confirmation, right?
Yeah.
So that's the one good thing. Two, this, along with this push, though, they've said that they've given it a more concrete release date for the NX, which means now we have a more concrete release date for the NX.
Yeah.
The bad news is that this concrete release date is March 2017, which means we're unfortunately, once again, not going to be able to get our hands on Zelda Wii U this year.
Yeah.
I feel like I got the same feeling where like it was Persona 5. Where I was so excited for it in 2015, and then it got pushed to the next year, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
It's brutal.
It's pretty brutal. They also confirmed that, yeah, like you said, it's coming to the NX, but I mean, at this point, everyone knew that.
Everyone knew that.
I mean, it's good to hear that we're getting some information of Zelda Wii U at E3, because the part of the article that I read was that we will not be getting any information about the NX at E3, which really pissed me off, because I'm like, okay, it's coming out March 2017. When do you intend to give us information about this console?
It's weird, yeah. Like I have a feeling that people might be able to figure out stuff, because if this game is for the NX, they might be able to kind of like, think, okay, if this game is supposed to be for the Wii U and the NX, it might give us a little bit more details.
Yeah.
I don't know, in a weird way. I don't know how to describe it, but yeah, it is weird that we're still not really getting any more information about the NX. But I think what a lot of people have been saying is because I feel like Nintendo essentially they want to give one more year for the Wii U to get at least some more sales on some of their games and whatnot. And because as soon as they announce the NX, most people are probably gonna pack up their Wii U's and sell it on Kijiji. Like at this point, like
implying that most people haven't done that already.
Well, listen, I'm as the one guy, you have your Vita and I have my Wii U. So we both have our guilty consoles.
So yeah, glass houses, I guess.
Yeah, basically, yeah. But it bummed me out to hear this, because I was really, really excited to play Zelda Wii U this year. I am, however, really glad that we are getting the focus this E3. Like this, because E3 for Nintendo last year was not great, and no, I know you didn't watch it, but it was not great, and I really think they need to step it up this year, and this is a good way to step it up. So it sucks that it's delayed, but it does make me a little bit more excited for E3.
Yeah, sure. I really do wish they had also shown us some NX at E3 this year, because I've been hearing some rumors. You know me, I don't like touching rumors, I'd like to get some concrete information, and it will give us, because I mean right now, okay, they've got Zelda Wii U. What else are they going to show? Yeah. Like at this point, most of the games that they would have shown are probably getting pushed to the NX, right?
Right.
So actually, what else are they going? I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. Honestly, if they're not doing it at E3, they're gonna maybe do a direct.
Yeah.
I'm assuming they're gonna do a direct later in the year, so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see, nonetheless.
Yeah, it can just never be easy with Nintendo.
Yeah, good old Nintendo never fails to impress me.
But here's the thing, though. If when they announce the NX, right?
Mm-hmm.
The NX has like the features that next gen consoles have at this point, right?
Yeah.
I can actually see myself picking one up. I've never owned a Nintendo home console before, so there are a ton of Nintendo franchises that I either just never played or I only played the handheld version of. Metroid. I've only ever played Metroid Fusion.
Oh, you never played Metroid Prime?
I never played Metroid Prime.
Oh,
I
you
wasn't gonna
missed
pay
out,
money.
man.
I was gonna pay money for a GameCube. Look out of here. What's this? Metroid Prime Zelda. Actually, I've only ever beaten one Zelda. Now, granted, it's Ocarina of Time. So if you're only gonna play one Zelda, you might
as well play Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, but that's the only Zelda I never ever beat it because I didn't own it. Right, I never beat it. I just played it. I mean, GoldenEye. I used to go to my neighbor's house to play it all the time. So long story short, yeah, I've never beaten a Mario. I've never actually beaten a Mario.
Wow.
Yeah. So like a lot of because my first console was a PlayStation, and I'm stuck with Sony the whole way through until last gen when they decided to give me the middle finger. So I bought an Xbox 360.
Right.
So yeah, if the NX comes out, because I love Nintendo's IPs, I just don't like their consoles.
Their consoles, yeah, no, that's completely
so if they come
fair.
out and they give me a console that is honestly, if it is identical to the PS4, if the only difference between it and the PS4 are the games on it, I'll probably buy it. Straight up. I'd really like to play, Mario Kart. I'd love to play Mario. I'd love to play, I shit on Nintendo a lot. I shit on everyone a lot at this point. None of them need to take it personal. But one thing I will give Nintendo credit for is that they have never lost sight of the fact that video games are primarily supposed to be fun.
Yeah. And I didn't actually specify this in our last podcast, but they also are still very supportive of couch gaming.
Yeah.
Like having friends over and playing on the same screen. That was something that our current generation with the PS4 and the Xbox One, it just doesn't have anymore. It's all like online multiplayer.
It's a lot of online multiplayer.
So, and I miss that. I miss playing a split screen game with my friend, blowing him up in a shooter and then watching his reaction. You don't get you get the reaction through the audio, but you don't get to see the person just, flail their arms in the air and go, god damn it. You miss that.
Yeah, there is. To be fair, online gaming is just so much more convenient. I mean, if me and you wanted to play Street Fighter 5, for example, heaven forbid, or Helldivers, on the couch, I'd have to travel for 2 hours to come play with you, as opposed to now where we can shut down this podcast and literally start playing. So there is that, right? But no, I do get what you mean. But yeah, overall, man, Nintendo does a lot of good stuff. Mm-hmm. So if the NX came out and it had solid online functionality, friends list as opposed to friend codes, for God's sake,
friends list, that's something that we need to fix.
It's 2016. Are you kidding me? Anyway, and it has all this stuff, and I can see myself getting one for sure. Yeah. Now, I'm not going to hold my breath. This is Nintendo we're talking about here. Yeah. So odds are it's going to come out and it's going to be something odd. So
we'll have to see if it's a good odd or a bad odd.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But we're keeping our eyes on this, and I'm keeping my eye on Nintendo.
Yep, excited for E3. Yay.
Excited for E3.
All right, so let's get to our question of the day. It's from J Streets, good old J Streets. And J Streets asks, what are your thoughts / feelings on live action scenes? Think like Quantum Break in video games. Do you want? I guess I'll take this away first.
Okay.
Personally, I'm really against them.
Really?
I'm really against them because most of the times that I've seen live action in video games, it's usually it's more of a cop out.
Yeah.
I've yet to see where it's someone's used it to their advantage, because it's whenever I see a live action part in the game, it's you couldn't animate this well enough. So you grabbed a camera crew and you tried to film it. And it's also really jarring because in most video games, when you have live action, you get you get realistic visuals from a live action video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it will cut to the gameplay, which is 3D models and animation.
Yeah.
And it's so jarring to see that. It's way too jarring, and I find it like it just breaks the immersion completely.
Yeah.
Like for me personally, because it's like it's kind of like if you're watching an animated movie and then all of a sudden the animated movie just like the next scene is all live action and then it goes back to full animation. It's gonna be a little bit weird.
It's gonna be a little bit weird.
And
yeah.
I've never really seen a video game use this to an advantage. It always just seems like we did this to save money because we couldn't animate this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what are your thoughts on it?
Okay, so on paper I don't mind, right? On paper I don't really see any problem with having live action scenes in the game. The issue is that in practice it is exactly what you're saying. Mm-hmm. They usually come up as jarring or corny.
Yes.
Or low budget, or all three.
All in one.
Did you ever play Command and Conquer?
Yeah, I've seen the live action clips. Yeah, of Command and Conquer.
Yeah. So like no game has ever done it well, and because here's the thing, right? It is cheap for you to do it. For you to do a live action, I mean, we're talking about video games here, right? Most video games are not set in contemporary settings. Right. So for you to do a live action scene, you're talking about big budget shit here, right? Yeah. Like doing a live action cutscene for Skyrim, for example. You'd have to go out and film in some snowy location. You'd then have to find like a village to film in. You'd have to get really good actors. It's extra, and because and you also have to pay because for a CGI scene, you're just paying the voice actor, right? But here you have to then get an actor because odds are the voice actor does not look like the character.
Yeah, exactly.
So in practice, it never works out because by its very nature, it will always be low budgets.
Yeah.
Because I mean, otherwise you're talking about spending ridiculous amounts of money to do something that you could just animate in the studio, as opposed to flying cameras out to the middle of Iceland to film a scene.
And to be fair, yes, animation can be very costly as well, in its own right. But it's just, for me, it's too jarring, and I feel like it's a waste of time and effort, for something that is not really worth doing. Now with Quantum Break's use is that Quantum Break is like trying to be a TV show and a video game at the same time.
Yeah.
But even so, my interest in Quantum Break just dwindled when they told me about that, because I'm like, well, why not just make it a TV show to begin with?
Yeah.
Just make it a TV show, or just make it a video game. Why are you trying to do both? Because when I play a video game, I want to play a video game. If I want to watch TV, I'm going to want to watch TV. I don't really... having both in the same thing just feels weird to me.
No, I completely agree.
So, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it works very well, and I would rather them just pull their resources to do something else.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically my stance on it.
I completely agree. And it's and then the other thing is that even if it's done well, what does it really add?
Not much, to be honest.
Yeah, all it does is it causes a bit of a jarring transition, because there's also the issue of you're taking characters that in a lot of cases aren't photorealistic, and then you're making them photorealistic, and it's just if you're gonna do live action, stick to live action TV spots,
Yeah, I'm fine with those. I'm fine with live action trailers for games. That's fine.
Give us machinima web series, give us all of that, but keep the live action out of our video games.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much our opinion on this. But with that, I think we're gonna have to wrap things up. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. If you leave a comment in the comment section, we'll make sure to answer in the next podcast. And as always, this was your host, William Liberty, and
Muhammad Yusuf.
And we'll see you guys next time.